The Frontline with Kwikwanan, only on CTV. The Frontline with Kwikwanan, only on CTV. The Frontline with Kwikwanan, only on CTV. The Frontline with Kwikwanan, only on CTV.
The self-styled, self-imposed Nigerian man Chukwudi Jude and his alleged baby mama Abba Gifty have both agreed to pursue a DNA test of a long-standing contention surrounding a child said to have been conceived during decades ago. Tonight, on the Frontline, we deepen the conversation. We speak to medical experts specializing in DNA and forensic science to offer clearer education on how this tug of war can finally be resolved professionally, transparently, and conclusively. Plus, barely 24 hours, the Frontline show, of course, comes under barrage of attacks. Over what? Over our next year major expose in the body of Christ, titled The Workers of Iniquities. Folks, all this and more tonight is pouring on the nation's biggest investigative magazine show. Of course, this is the midweek Frontline, coming to you live from the very HQ here in the studios of CTV, and of course across dozens picking the feed. We start with the one in Sunyani. The dial is 88.1 FM, and of course in Western region the feed is on Tadi 99.1 FM. London has just picked the feed on GOB broadcasting on modernghana.com and tune in. Still on GOB, the feed is on www.gobtv.tv. How many W's? 3, correct? Alright, plus the Apple Music. The information super dial tonight is lifting on both channels by CTVGH and the Frontline Ghana. Both channels at work. These days we've made it so easy, so simple, so there cannot be any struggle. Folks, tonight, what an interesting edition tonight that you don't have to miss it. Okay, all too soon we've closed up this very expose we announced a couple of weeks ago, and this expose was all about what? It was about a self-styled Nigerian man being accused of what? Giving birth to a Ghanaian child. Of course, allegedly refused to, take care of this very child. Now, it sounds quite weird though, is it not? A Ghanaian woman now known as Abba Gifty, all the way in Germany, fires all these ballistic missiles, at the very tail of this Nigerian man, and says what? I entered into some form of relationship with this man about 20-something years ago, and a child came out of this. Folks, the woman continues that yes, somewhere at the point, this man allegedly brought a name to, as it were, to be named on the baby, and that didn't work, and that was the end. This very self-styled Nigerian man. Folks, for those of you who have followed this expose, knows much more and need not any introduction. But then, guess what we are now learning is about the fact that yes, the Nigerian man now says, if challenged on any grounds of what, he would be prepared to do DNA tests, as it were, to ascertain whether or not the child is his or otherwise. Now, when the man dropped a supposed response to us, and we read. This was what was in that letter. And we said, fine. Now I have to cross to this woman and also interrogate her further. And I'm sure those of you who watch the Monday edition, this Ghanaian woman, Abba Gifty, of course, also says, what? Kweku, I'm ready. 1 million ready for this very DNA test. So now, what should we do now? Now it's quite clear that both parties, both protagonists in the whole game, in the scheme of affairs, agree that they need to settle. It's like two inseparable elements, but of course they've been separated, however the case looks like. But they were to separate as to whether who is telling what and who is saying what. So now that both have agreed to conduct some form of DNA test, we say hallelujah. So we'll not just go straight like that. No, we need to also acquaint ourselves with what it means by DNA test. What is it? Even though we all know casually what DNA test is all about, but we have to seek some expert advice in such circumstances of these two parties, coming from this, coming from that, and then they want to do a test. What should be done? The doctors would have to advise. So tonight's edition, we are to speak to a high-profile Ghanaian doctor, a professor indeed in the United States. He's one of the best physicians, Ghanaian, physician, medical doctor in the United States, a professor for that matter, would join tonight's show, would give us some very, in-depth perspectives and analysis of how the DNA test can be conducted for both parties to see whether the story of the Nigerian man or the woman, which one that would turn out to be the truth. Folks, so tonight, the very, very portion we've got into is to go for the DNA test. And the doctor would explain all of that. Look, there are a lot of big Ghanaians monitoring this issue. I'm sure. Big men and women here in Ghana and out there monitoring some of these, our exposés. So sometimes we even underestimate it. Yeah. A big Ghanaian physician in the United States will give us all the education. So folks, brace yourself tonight for that aspect of the education of DNA. We may all pretend that we know. Oh, for DNA there, when you go and do this, and then, no, I beg you, I beg. Let's go for the education and understand the issues and understand it well, all right? Still on the bill. 24 hours maybe this very moment. Yesterday, hey, guys, get prepared, oh, Mr. Awono is in the house. Yesterday, it was about around 8 something. And then, folks, guess what happened? I had a call. I was just sitting there trying to push my notes. Now, whilst I was putting my notes, because I'll tell you how. My show prep go through about 3, series of arrangement before the final thing is put on paper. Yeah. My show prep starts right from the moment the first edition ends. Then the second edition follows suit. So yesterday, between the hours of 8 around same time, I was behind my desk doing my show prep. Then a call came. And this guy inquired that if I am the one he's speaking to, and I said, what's your problem? And he said, look, I want to speak to Kweku. And I said, go ahead, Kweku speaking. Folks, guess what happened? Right there, this guy would speak and tell me his reasons for calling me. No, he just started and pouring avalanche of insults, and indeed insulted and said all sorts of things. What's your... only for this guy to tell me that this platform has been mentioning a particular man of God, and that he is daring me and daring the platform that if tonight's edition, if we mention the name of that man of God again, he's giving me a promise that here, CTV lays fire tonight. And I say, hey, who are you? Okay, he mentioned his name. I'll give you everything tonight, folks. So then we could easily just gauge that this attack is coming following the Frontline expose that's yet to drop next year. However, for a couple of weeks now, we've been doing what you call the build-up to the expose. But the expose chrono hasn't started, oh. It's just the build-up. And the build-up, we are receiving this threat. Like, seriously? But of course, you know, we captured everything that he said to us. At a point, then we have to give what you call a throwback of his words. And then he disappeared. And he said, tonight, if we mention the name of his man of God, I'm not quite sure that the doors or the gates of CTV can be open for us. Whatever that they will do, we don't know. But folks, tonight, we are about to address all of this issue and address it quickly. So, just sit quietly, comfortably, and then watch how the show is going to go tonight. We'll definitely speak to our professor doctor in the United States about the DNA matter. Then we'll also guys, have you seen, are you taking care of Ms. Awono? Great. Sure. So hurry up for me so that folks will speak to him, and then we'll come on the threats that dropped yesterday night. But before all of this, you know, to be what? The Frontline, of course, Ghana Speaks, proudly brought to you by Biogas Expert Engineers. Kojo Awono, finally tonight, is here. And he joins me shortly. We'll have some discussions, the very latest of things Kojo brings on board. Kojo has been out there for some time, tiring, busy doing all sorts, serious busy power. So Kojo joins me shortly, and then we'll do what is it that you need to know, and then you come on board. We get it done for you, because this Christmas, there's a bit of a holiday. Some of you may have at least the whole month of this December all the way to January. Even some may have to, you know, may not be so much active even in the month of January until February. Very normal. So around this time that you are going to have a long break, we believe that the Biogas Expert Engineers can assist you, can help you, can resolve some of the problems that you have and the issues that we need to sort out. I don't know, it may be a kitchen, it may be a whole house that they need to start building or construct a plan or sort of. It may be that of they have to do a tile for you or whatever that it is. I don't know. But Kojo is here tonight to speak to me, and then we know how we'll go about it shortly. Mind you, this is also the very last show of the week. Yeah, tonight is my last show of the week. Friday is a holiday. Yeah, tomorrow would have to be doing the prep for Monday's show. Do you know what is coming on Monday? Cage the Space. So tonight is my last show for week. Wednesday, Friday is a holiday for farmers. All right, sure. We need to celebrate our farmers who have done a great job, continue to give us food to eat and all of that. They give us food to eat and all of that. Again, they continue to also increase Ghana's buffer stock. So we need to celebrate them. But before Kojo joins me, let me drop the very animal who called me yesterday night between the hours of this. He came with a name, and the name of this animal is a guy who identified. We're about to do a serious business tonight, too. When now Kojo in the house will finish and then we'll sort out issues. The guy gave his name as what? One Foster. That's the name he gave. Foster. As to whether the name Foster is his real name or not, we don't know. Yeah. We don't know whether his name is indeed Foster or his name is what? That cocoon, that animal, a rat and a ragamuffin was bold enough to call the Frontline and says what? We should be careful that we don't mention a name of his man of God. By the way, we'll address all the issues tonight. But before I turn my mic to Kojo, the gentleman by your name, Foster, I am this evening inviting you. Come to CTV. We are here. Because the name of the supposed man of God of yours will be mentioned. Even though we have so many, I have personally 3 names to that of this so-called your man of God. And we are going to mention the name. So I dare you, by looking into my camera, that come, because I'm going to close at 10 o'clock. I always do this with some of you who issue threat. I am not one of those journalists. They will sit in their radio studios or television cameras and they will be there and be playing games. No. You started insulting yesterday night. And I was like, hey, wait a minute. But you know what? Here now I come to my office where you told me if I come and I mention the name of that man. And I'm telling you tonight, I'm going to mention the name of that so-called man of God of yours tonight. That's why, again, I'm inviting you to come. Come. Whether you are going to come with motorbikes, a car, a helicopter, I don't know. But let me just give you a quick advice before you take off. Is that, please, get a pen and a paper. You can call your lawyer, write your will, and hand over to him. Please do not be mistaken. Don't do it like now today 2 women are battling over the properties of Lumbao. I want you to do yours clean. Write your will. Foster, you and your group, write your will and give it to that man of God of yours. And come. We'll be here. Yeah. You, these animals, cocoons, I will pump sense into your head. But I want you to come here. CTV. We ain't going nowhere until 10 o'clock we'll close. You think we are kidding, eh? You these fools, foolish animals. You allow yourself to be used by a certain man of God to come and threaten. Hey, listen, guys, let's get started. And I drink come ye bedin komo a nkomo no obi anim ye dibia ye bedrum pempenso a sesi ade Nigerian ni papa yi agye atum se the kratem wa chro se DNA onya obeye se beye a edin boni da ne so se wa wo ba oye Ghana ba a DNA so ye responsible na seven to betwa wa ye ready ye mami ana ye sister yi so a ono so Germany Abba gift is so say why you ready 1 million plus 1. So we now ready there and another DNA near Ben saying Obi enim DNA wins them, but I do not want us to pretend as if the DNA wins 70. No, and in Tianadri, you need Dr. More Power, a professor doctor, or one of the best physicians and I say surgeons. Ghana need Doctor what United States, and anybody in Como, Professor More Power. Na ya jinchiremu about sa DNA nseme ho if you wie nkomoni dia the rest no ese e ba form eno ebe ye nkuta hodie bi a 2 parties no na ebehwe na yetimi aide a facilitate the process no nti anadwi chia waso said there sa nkomo no ebeko eni firi wa a kiremu se enra anadwo owre bi a sesi adam aboni din enra anadwo ofre Frontline in Peninfo, call me see me so. Na obaye no atem die pa no de bae. Na osan issue threat say. Yen platform ya bone sofu bi din wa ha. na ɔsan the warning ato hɔ ama yɛn anadwo sɛ si yɛnim ne yɛbɔ ne sɔfo ne din anadwo a yɛmpie mfiri fie ha ɔkan to the sense ɔsɛ mi tiri ho ehu kura ni ho nti no wɔn ba kyerɛ sɛ deɛ mi ti no wɔn bɛsi a wɔn bɛyɛ no sorry kasa yɛ try yɛ ase yɛ pɛ sɛ yɛ ma yɛ tie na sɛ yɛ ne yɛ solving the issue ma no but ɔnyɛ ready na odidi atene bia na kyerɛ sɛ po bia ne kɔɛ na ewura no anadwo yɛ ba bɛsɛ saa issue no so comfortably with studio ha. But answer na kojo bebe mu no eno ne ye to nkra afre sa owura no edi ode ba no say Foster we have all the details but only one folks we are doing some damn serious undercover but enu ntinu ya to nkra ne ye frɛ no anadwi say omra because also ombeba tie so omra because ye bebo ne soft ne din na embum advice a me de man ne say oba so no na eba o so ne dom o mesre se wo mo ema nti osofopani wunim osofopani ko obo wudi no udi ne yebebo but say di ni si ni about 3 such names here nti yentimi wo so or refer to so osofo no so e de ndie mintimi hold it breath but ye be address issue ni akama but the trend is ye bebu di no enti wo ba bomodin na ye wo will bia na wo yobi ba minim o sumo osofo no why wadwen so obesom no sa akunia sa no so nye problem tro we no fe ma no se uni ho a se ni ene ye se na bia mistake bia ma ene obia som Ghana pa yi abonwom akowiase de bia wewu yenkosie ni keke na ne japade ye be cha ye nchire obi anko no bewe ye de almost how many months is ho e transfer direct Ghana pe na obehu we yo ene lumba Ghana pe na selumba so ye wele wanya wele mpo so ye lo na ye hu ni say why I didn't there one says asan kweku me mo so da you say there some discuss this issue into me ye mu reference there mo owura we sraw your will because if you dare enter here you no go back alive one was so funny na you don't know me hey enye na anu no enye na anu na mujimi enu a asofo esa mu preach holiness righteousness mutumi bora radio studio eko say nyoma the politicians will not do it but unscrupulous useless foolish men of God who claims to be holding the Bible will enter media broadcasting organizations and go and destroy equipment and they don't even care in this country. Hey, politicians in Bonyasa, the businessmen will not do that but men of God we just do it and go free in this country. Ebisi o mi amini. Yeah. What am I could do we better discuss it. But Catcher said, you come here, but I dare you, and I swear the heavens up, you know who alive. I am doing this at the hearing of the security services, particularly the police, for them to know anything that happens here at the premises of this very station will be described as an act of what? Provocation and an act of what? Defense. I will slaughter you like chicken. I'm daring you. Come. If you don't know, me kweku. Me for bodyguard and until. No. Ask anybody. And you see a bema be prepared. Me nye bema be prepared, sir. No. And I simply don't want. But me name sentence so as somebody bodyguard and until. Didn't you? How? Me nyo be abone. I am in the services of my what? My work. For God and country, why do you think there's all they attacking me? I don't go with bodyguard. Me fear bodyguard, you know, but they are trying to share. Me drew her. The whole area within this radius is completely surrounded. Na so wait near room, no way pay there. Hallelujah. But they are bra. You better address that issue, folks. Tonight, brace yourself. Call a friend, call a brother. Shannon so say it's the last show of the week. Into Mube Shikakrata said, Kojo, I want is here and I'm happy that he's here. Kojo give any of them. Good. It's been a while.
Yes, bro.
Kojo.
It's now really been a
holiday now here come Friday and I started a holiday. No?
That's good.
Now so what to say?
You've
been out there for a very long time.
Yeah.
The Jumani doors.
We any day. Yeah, you go so season no man away.
Wonderful.
When you say Christmas is never. move ko haje so we are no move ko ha we are no ko ha.
Yeah.
So it's been part of us.
Wonderful. Good. Could you mean say over and cry. Now, what we can see is Christmas here been, and I said this period will be brave so be fear. A bit so I say this is the time of it mania concentration. Ediama construction, painting, this and many other stuff including building. And what do you have for US listeners tonight?
All right. Really can share I feel for ni white here or afide ahodo also. And my message there are very short and simple. Sena munyina monim.
That's right.
You make nyina say more kitchen cabinet. Moye ba munya ye. Ana munya start here. Akonya wo say opeso yo kitchen wetumi afre. Na ya baba hwe be bia wodi no wo. Na ya take measurement no.
That's right.
Now I give my phone abehwe no mo ya ma. Apart from that, we all want to see opeso to see ofie. Maybe I'm a say, oh, Gana, a dear Bakwa, a bit born, say, Nipa, family beer was I say, Kakra, would do to Tuesday, or be all. This officer family no more as I say, Kakra, but to me, was a penya discussing.
That's right.
What to see, so to a cost why 28,000. Within 2-3 months, you should get your money back.
Holiday, your best, you
should get your money back because it's a way. Here in Ghana, you can make money. Who here say, I just saw ya buy Jumayeni and Sana Sabbath Miakoano.
Yeah.
And I say, I just say, until we also be brave and Sana Sabbath Miakoano. And you know, wa Guinea, our tremo. Not the old agreement by ye. I say, with the air kind so over the agreement by DH. That one bound for so amount. You what tons you know, Nipa Muhians will be using you. Obiani we are here on here. Yeah. One of the things are able to me. I share. Even say January, the last year December 2024. In all night.
Yeah.
Is it all night?
All night.
Say we are coming into a new year. We make a lot of promises to ourselves and our God.
Yeah.
That this is the way we want to live our life. I say this is the time we have to reflect back on the promises we have made, all the decisions we have taken.
Yes, sir.
I will reflect back on them and see if we are able to achieve them. If we don't achieve them, what is the cost? Then thing I am to me achieve.
Exactly.
But saying I want to take a decision. Say we na nyakupo mi to enim. Same person me yet, but to me abanasa.
Yeah.
Ebiana sikasem, and ebiana bibi na beki chiro. The numere I can want some say. E wakonya who for about to me for one yesika. Yesika. Problem biani hono.
Yeah.
So do agreement because December we 31st was our resolution na inti for agreement o di agreement na o di agreement to the eka ho say prayer sa we ye panyini de o say the eka no say prayer sa nyansa wo
exactly
enye bone so na eka no obetumi ayensuo ofie na so no wato ama obi last me koye bi ma obi nipa no ma ho say omo de meter classes
Omo the meters
ye ka wa hangina na manfo fa o mo the meters so mo odi ama manfo how mo jiska o
like seriously
you my no
but at least they could read the sense in it. A meter no was on ebebo
mo yeah ebebo mo nti ejuma ye no ho aba mfa so yeah ho aba mfa so apart from we the CO2 no o kitchen cabinet and I say floor what's the dan awie na per say new floor tiles yema o akonya wo
that's right
what me afre o ba fie ye na per so CC ho within some few days 1 week 2 days 2 weeks we should be able to finish depending on the size of the job
the floor tiles
no depending
be some ya send you we refi obi sam say ye to say like 4 bedroom a bit take how many
Oh, just maybe like 1 week.
We should 1 week. Yeah, we should.
Oh, yes.
4 bedroom.
Oh, yes. We should. So, why bibia we na problem bia ni ho. Enya fi na be kwa say firm na dey there.
Yeah.
Within 4 days to 5 days.
Including the painting of the tiles, no?
Yes. Yes, we should finish. Within 4 days we should finish.
Okay.
We do second coat. And we do polishing and we do handover.
Okay.
Yeah, we can finish within a week. We should be able to finish.
I see.
Depending on the size of the job.
That's right.
And also the floor, other conditions present over there. yebetumi ayɛ saa de no nti wo mo dan amase dada na mo person mo siesie say ya POP electrical work ana say kitchen cabinet design ana say ye dan no ho na mo enye very neat our interior deco betumi afre your numbers I was screen so ye beba abahwe edwumafo abahwe no mo take measurement no the medians ma be inspection and make sure say the omoye no omoye ni ye
kitchen a floor tiles
omoye ni ye and as a kitchen cabinet mu bia omoye ni ye median no the baby awo bia tiles no omoye no
that's right
so if you screen so obi na ye ni tiles na what to because first one is so
old one
no ye new the ade ba kwa new tiles aye no say and no more some kind of flexibility in terms of cost no our firm apart from cost no so no so we share we anytime be person sisa kala no go to me asisa enye so ba san be ye afutuo wo ho be ye ho fin answer no but me aye ho asese abre a onya bibia fin within a day or 2-4 hours you should be able to be done you should be able to finish whatsoever you are doing baby sanity no who so say Enyangwe or but also a shani says Spanish style. Very, very beautiful.
Abo pons manaye. And yen tembiana will
against you. All say Spanish style 2 years now in Nigeria, no light ages na was one. All say na a shani. Say
that's right.
Ojina shiro say sanity the sa pepe na wait here sa pepe na wait here nti one of the best things
because one more to normal tasks they need to quickly come and learn this
yes what ye kade bia one besu ya ye ji odwuma na akọ wo santo mi ko anu biom nti advantage ni say ye kasam say no na wa frɛ na wo so ntiti ya wo hia no na ye dia mawo na de abo ablabo sanity mo amwo fie wo peso to kwan kwama no ne ko ye djuma fa djuma no bi fa ko have a technical skills
that's right
to kwan say brother say ye mu bi aya akotra Germany for some time 10 to 15 years ye ni sa djuma kan ho akire yes ye ni sa djuma kan ye ho akire ba sa djuma nti adeba ko on so technical
like an ancient college
the
Roman
yes we the nipa no pe no na ye ma o enye de wo screen so nko na ye be ye ma o de wo pe de wo ni gi hu de officer ye abeboa we can only guide and advise you say we and say abe fine we and say abe fine we and say abe fine nti no de nipa no pe na ye yes nti we de ye de kan ahwe no kwaku interior decoration or interior floor we exterior compound no obi see fie we a so koto pavement no be hihye pavement no hihye wo ho na nso oguso na be green na ye green abe adis color na ye green na ye tatan of you eno nti na ye de wo yiso aba anu no kala no se na tie no wo hunu sa na tie
really
we standing weather no anti problem bia any
for tropical zone
yes we standing weather no you have no issue ewura bia mfufi omu enya afi no beka say adis color wow sana anu so tie nti se wo die no compound na ofie no wa ye opeso siesie fie ho landscape na dia I tell you so about me contact here number
floor no
I
said I don't know
numbers in our screen so 0555 893001 0555 893001 and 0546 20 53 77 0546 20 53 77 fresh number na office for no new obedi nkomo most of time no at if for na ahwe for muntie most of time no ye adwuma no enye office work most of time ye adwuma no site nti anytime bia opese wo hu ye na ene wo di nketa ho one on one the kind friend book appointment say enese mpese me ba wo ho na ye di nkomo fa abc de ho nti nipa wo sa department no ono betina office atwa wo say dan komo no mbedi ebia wo ba say yembesi dan mo
exactly
say engineer wo ho structure engineer ya available say architect ya available wa ho say project manager so ya available that's any pa miensa no wa share na adwuma wo di ba no wadi ho nkomo ba se wan ye ne sa na wo sori no so okay me ba mo ho na wa ba e bi oba ba tu secretary e bi akwa secretary akọ ba bi akọ ya de oba bi nti e bi akọ bank na akọ ye bibi foforo bi oba bi nti wo be ba no na bia na ye ka kire so ya pie ye ni ho nti my young book different there be convenient for both parties but me share nti the person tia say ne say anytime bia wo person buy ho no ye numbers na ho frɛ e ka kire say oshina shi address be say mba mo 10 o'clock 11 o'clock 12 o'clock somebody will be there waiting to receive you depending adwuma kra wo dey ba e bo ho engineer be kwe wo ho entry be kwe wo ho ni wadi nkomo anasa Abraham be kwe wo ho ni wadi nkomo e dan na wo dey ba talent be kwe wo ho ni wadi nkomo wa ho e floor na wo dey ba kofi be kwe wo na woni kofi so adi nkomo fa floor person wo ye ho
biso mo boss tinchina me person mi hu kodwa wo no kwaku
anya da bia na me de wo be hu me no na wa bre because in Accra ha no adwuma mo ye Accra ha be kini nyina so over the weekend
and across
apart from Accra weekends no we call other regions me call hwe adwuma mo ye within the week no dey ye wrong na ma hwe na ma ye ni ye
kodoti asisi ano se mi nya Accra Jamaica so ma mento aso man just say wa bre pa he's tired. And I would even prefer say December we cry no as so to me rest enye joke is how nzi mo a ya na mo pe kodwa mo nya kodwa na isa a bit of tag of honor ya na mo taking him say Kojo has also trained equally good people out there as he just mentioned we met sort to edwuma am easy just as you are watching pictures of nice kitchens and near there and I go do me boy
seven penalty nti e ba na kitchen be ye di so be hu me. Yeah. Yes, very if you claim maintenance office. Unless I didn't very critical no because me office no me yes ka bi free. Basically you know room.
You have to go out.
Basically you know room.
Yeah.
Nti I say omunya nti say MIS munya nti say MIS even though say ye dwuma no yes obedwuma yes we can come to our office we have a discussion but they kind free say me person me ba wo ho. Tam say me person me ba wo ho. A more flexible my year anyway because ye umba na umba shy na one sound come back here car over drive fuel na there any traffic obe nema sound be there and I can't run any construction zone here for be bia na ye kwai for bia ye kwai anyway that's what we want so yeah the nyamia say things are falling in place anyway so the impact kan nyina say baby owo na wotie bia no yeni obetumi ade adwuma ye kan wasam me say dan wo asase wo say dan se suma wo akonya wo ho frɛ number no e ba behwɛ na ye plan ama wana so wo plan that ye hwɛ plan no dan be koso sen e be koso say okay how many years na wo pɛ 1 year 2 years 6 months we enter into agreement and we'll do your project for you we'll do your project for you kwaku when him say Christmas way me the Christmas no me call a friend say angloga angloga me ye djuma bia ye ho ye nya wie me ko wie obi ko be say wie before January
wait obi say me say wasam say who be sini dan na on ne dan on your title say would you construct it for it?
Oh yes the title
stressing on title
yes title some na ya make kan wa ho something to help you nipa obisa sa question no ka kire ne say bibia ye ka say ebe boa wo no because nipa bebre was say organa ha omo ni title certificate it say before the kuma to say afri wo ho for the past 20 years na bi da shi after 20 years na aban say o person be ye light pole be fa ho je say dem asi wo ho no ye be bubu ye be bubu
na need compensation
yes ye be bubu na say aban compensate me but aban so be hwe a aban delay with clutter document document e wo we ni hu nyina no anyi mi dimu eni bi dimu
obaka sasa
e wo dimu wo amato asenti aban wo deal with you aban no ni wo na be deal wa ho obato bibia ma wo nti se wo de be mami na won fa mami no e gina wo ni onyame so
sure
da be bia we asi adu yi odua ni paro de be ba odua de be ba this is the question mark apart from we e bia na wo free mo e bi kura na se bi predo esa wo wako crash e asam ka wo e dan nyina ye bewu wo sifie adwini otru se fie no be hyi na so to extinguish atu that's the standard e chese nyina ye dan abewu na wako crash wo de wonim se wa ye bibia ma wo ba wo betina ho because we need land title enti Sa ohini na nipa utasa no free no hono. They can come back and take that land because it's not in your name.
Sure.
The entity nunti na ban so aye asue a amanfo ye dwuma ho tu amuka say. Ono no odi protect you. Into utasa say na utasa say na go there and register it. Transfer it to your name, and then you are good to go. This is one of the kitchens, sir. Yeah, enu wo, yeah, bakunsu wo. A friend say, I'm here. Currently, yeah, baku block the no. Yes, yeah, block the no. No want to me in free. We are doing the same thing in Amehia.
I see.
The same thing like this. Pepe, nuclear. I can't be a crying away. Now, I think 1 week penny, and I started to say Jumano. Most boys and I started to say Jumano. We no born yet.
I see.
No born over from pa. A block type, no born yet. Over from panty. So we did with 30,000, 35,000, depending on the size of your kitchen.
That's right.
You can do this. Unlike the Eddie can show now, a foreign one, it costs about 100,000, 150,000, 200,000, 90,000, 50,000, 60,000, depending on the size of the kitchen.
Yeah.
We and any price I'm born. We it's just 35,000. Yes, 35,000. And so we are here. Very, very beautiful, very, very nice. Very beautiful and very nice. But to me, what to me, you found we are why you top no corner with me. I send it here
forever
and ever. And he say, oh yeah, apartment up so renty. Officer be a own tenants crop about betinaho.
That's right.
Obama be bubunyama every year be a no what is here. Ye we mom. We are we mom what to agreement. Obia ni woni assemblium. A block. And a concrete and they are 2 hotels. Inti embubu ne embubu oshena. Ye we mom na to agreement. Ndekwaku benji wo mre bebre.
Wonderful.
The mechanic say program we are here for a very long time.
Sure.
I hear for that here for they know what we do.
Yeah.
And if you need the service that we are talking about, just press a call.
Good.
We'll be there and help you solve your problem.
We'll be there, help you solve your problem. Say it, Kojo Awono. Folks, on me every way. Now, in some Kojo Akani Nano, so me born a top factor say, BBMU Sabri festive season with my year quay. Hey, bra, as I said from the beginning, I'm Jeka cry be woman my. A binimu cry is so time we na me pese me dey renovation of the building, including cracks. Binimu amodan ho I crack it and me ade ni na na e dwuma e ba be ni na e de amamo kamate. O man pu se obeba so se wo de e kan se plan bi ba na yensi no kojo ni team no betrans o mo survey just as he said, a question be by question as training na saying, I what the union entitled as a sinner, woman, no any problem, I advise no demo. Name you bet me about be see down at the amount according to a plan, and I hope I see a plan about and there's a baby at the amount. You be when you're share, you sit down a career, the beauty part and say, your company, a roofing company. The whole of last year, Migusu Bomo roofing company, no, yeah, be roofing to the amount, yeah, POP account. Then you really need taking care of the building itself. There, the state of the art one tiles. Nano, ye kofata si free turkey dia ba. A bedroom porter. You see boxes bed, they do na papai. And you before to a you to what? Some shakes, more kind of saying. The C no S J up and them near there and the shape no intimate stable a papa nina. A very, very serious folks. Inti yen sheni me being so said the baby could do at the air corner. But more than a yen fast. O dear woman obey me, I hear dear bomber, a man your my added an aquemo. Inti folks, make a short break.
Whenever bigger craft, more here a dying war. Every now, I can't say there's a shortage of a dino. Yeah, yes, the demand one thing amount for beton. People have done deposits for it.
Yeah,
this year, some started new projects, and I know you'll be doing a man.
Right,
and also a program we here.
Okay,
and you started that. I do level be the Bible we.
Okay,
and I know you 3 bedrooms.
Yeah,
3 bedrooms. Mienu, story building. I send you a hall, kitchen. Dining, storeroom,
okay.
Any visitors wardroom ne be obi to nche be obeda. And no top no a 3 bedroom story building. Nti mo amu here be atono. This is the time. Say yes start to say e be open so yeah amendment be your plan. At the time you have to do that. nti obetumi afre na ye di one nipa no no nipa na de nkomo na payment kakra obetumi aye no na ye no de asigo because no de wo pepepe
that's right
e wo main road a Bridge Township main road no say why don't she ho or why who rub after Briggers why don't she ho a ho na dan no sa 2 bedroom 3 bedroom am make ye mienu 1 2 ya sha ase nti say o obi na opesa pe dan wo sa area ho this is the time you can call. You don't need to pay all.
That's right.
You can negotiate with the person and then pay some. And then you do the rest installments.
Good.
As we proceed with the project.
I'm sure
this is a very good thing.
That discussion.
Yeah, it's one of the things that the person make actually mom here. And chair by next week, you know, you best start to show videos. You know.
That's right.
A whole video, you best show. No one will die cry, Baba say.
Project baby, but
people are very particular about the breed because of the weather. They like the weather. Even though say we no asano, more still dino. I think you can fit into this.
Set your project now. We know the own PBS one. It's still ongoing.
It's ongoing.
And
it's ongoing.
Yeah, 150,000. Put your 20% and you qualify the rest. Your best spread them 8 years. Not just a wheelchair, need now so into a dying one some dear. And I believe he said we are on top of it and can assist you anyway, anyhow. Either yours we are building for and answer over better and you are cool to go. My main short break. Could you? I think say you're burning next week.
Next week, yeah. Yeah.
Because short break me bar, folks. The show comments. I'll be Great, folks. Welcome back to the front line. Of course, Ghana Speaks just gone past. Kujo, I will not just spoke to us. Sparkle is saying the advert in the world. Sparkle, they sponsor the show. They bring the show to you. So you have to understand it, okay? Now, up next is what? Is the politics of today. Now, tonight on Politics of Today, we can confirm that the self-styled, self-imposed Nigerian man Chikudi Jude and his alleged baby mama Abba Gifty have both stated categorically their readiness to pursue a DNA test. Makachram nada enipa ne mienu nana agye atum se akonuase ye yedri no ese se wonomo etu anamo eye sa DNA test. Then so na eno no ebeko so. In a response letter, of course, many of you have heard, Chikudi Jude, feeling challenged, decided his willingness to submit himself to the exercise. This evening, the Frontline would engage a medical expert to break down how a DNA test works and how this scientific process can finally help resolve the long-running tug of war between the two. Folks, tonight on the Frontline, we shall be speaking to Professor Thaddeus P. Olsen. Of course, he's a medical practitioner based in the United States, as he brings expert insight to the issues shaping the unfolding story. Let's go on the line, and then Yane, Dr. Professor Thaddeus. Prof, me mo adwena pacho apo mu tisen. Prof, what mean ka? Okay, I seem not to hear Prof. I'm here.
Yeah. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Prof, what mean ka?
Yeah.
God. Eti na anadwi ye ma wakwa ba se wetumi ne enya enkutahudi ana se yensa aka wanadwi. First of all, ye pesi enya understanding bi se ye ka se DNA na first DNA na nkasa no ne bobia ne na deban no eye de ben a the very latest DNA no.
Okay, DNA no
Hello, Prof, can you hear me?
A building block of everything a human being. Nti me fan say akoda when the child is conceived, you know, sperm no a fi father no e contain father no DNA. And egg no a ovum no a fi mother no e contain mother no DNA. Nti the bone no form akoda no a then akoda no 50% of ne papa DNA and I 50% of ne mommy DNA. And then it is our test father no DNA. Ubetumi show say father no only akoda no won't share a certain quantity of DNA. It proves that man is the father of the child. In the same way, the child will share a certain quantity of DNA with the mother. That will show that the mother is the mother of the child. Though the mother no there, we get just the mother no na wo akoda until we all usually know. Aha.
I see. Good. And that's just say one more pass and then abefo no. It's so very easy say. The yet say input through DNA no. Say obi efrimu kra be bia for say 2000 years ago kra na. Through DNA no, we are told say betimi identify say nipa na say the chronic bobby say ni na say.
Oh yes. And the
krebi
DNA, no, it's everywhere. It is in all your body tissues. Normally, a DNA test, right? You take a swab from inside the mouth, saliva, no, wall of the mouth, no, inside. Cells kakra or swab, no, so that's all you need, because every cell via a one containing DNA in the nucleus and a different mitochondria in every cell. Any kind of living thing said they walk thousands of years ago, no. Some fans said me bone, and I said me sin, and I said me hair, and I be or DNA woman. if you have a database of DNA, when you test that DNA, you know, you can compare to the database to see if there's anybody in the database that or you're related to that specimen. It doesn't matter how old the specimen is.
Wow. So correct me if I'm wrong, sir. Can we use the human hair as another way of as it were to determine a DNA of a human being? Also?
You can use human hair, but it has to include the follicle. Bottom now hair no growth, because actual hair, long hair, and no, it doesn't contain DNA. DNA is in the root of the hair. And when you use hair, you have to include the follicle, the bottom, the root of the hair.
I see.
To get it, yes.
Okay. Prof, bringing your mouse into straight to the issue. About contention or Ghana, ye nipa mienu. Yes, sister, no Germany. Make allegations. Kesiye pass on Nigeria ni bi onso abetron memu ha. Ono so oyo hene kesiye wa ha. Allegation is on a papa away somewhere in 1995. And wahwehwe papa ya na ohu na dia ebepie ni say bri ena wetimi ehu say sa Nigeria ni no we trace ya be hu say ono ena ote Ghana ha ni din mom na asesa na mom or the same person one ne wo abayiwa asese abayiwa no kwa no owo Germany. Now papa no Nigeria ni step forward say why you ready say opeso DNA ma me so ono so are ready in circumstances like this as a professional expert in DNA, you know, saying that you tackle case with in order to establish the truth.
Oh, and it's very simple because DNA testing is very commonplace everywhere, even in Ghana. Inti baby nipa no obiano obetumi akọ no one just sample to say the mechanical right inside the wall of the mouth no crowd with the swab take so a rubber rounder moving a sample no, and then it's preserved in a specimen bottle, and then the same thing can be done for the mother, and then the same thing can be done for the child or the adult in question.
I see.
And all of it can be sent to one and analyzed, and the relationship between the different specimens, you know, will be specified. In TB or habitual say the man has a 99.5% chance of being the father of the child. And after it could be said the man is not related to the child at all.
I see.
That can be done very easily. They just have to agree which lab the specimens should be sent to. The specimens can be collected and sent to an accredited lab, and that can be done in a very short space of time.
I see. Prof, let me ask this question and then again, let's see how the answer will look like. Is it possible also, say, somebody can alter the DNA results to some circumstance?
Oh, it has to be sent to an accredited lab.
I see.
A lab that is accredited to do it. Once that is sent, they have their own professional reputation at stake.
Okay.
There is no question of alteration of specimens. With the bar, the specimen is just given a number. It's not even a name. And then they just analyze it like they analyze any other result. And it can also be done independently by two different labs, and they usually get the same result.
Oh, I see. Like two different labs. Ebetimi, not your compare results now. Oh, okay.
Exactly. Exactly.
I see. How expensive, if you can give us an idea, how expensive is DNA?
Oh, it's just, it's so commonplace. It's just $100 to $200, something like that. You can get it done in the Western world, you know, quite inexpensive. Utimito kit craft from ancestry.com. And a sample will fear. You can mail it to ancestry.com, and they will give you your DNA printout. Yes, it's very commonplace.
I see. Lastly, what's the time frame in terms of the woma yewie anase yebe no ebedi na saying na what we saying na boso?
Oh, it's just a matter of days. You can get your results back.
Oh, days.
Very easy. Yeah, DNA results are very easily done. In my line of work, we do DNA testing to see whether people can respond to a particular medication or not.
I see.
And we do it a lot for other purposes, not for paternity.
I see.
And it's a routine thing. You do it and the DNA specimen is run against different medications to see that Kukwana medication A never fit you, and another medication B never fit you. No matter who prescribe or amount. The DNA technology is widely used in medicine these days.
I see. Prof, it's a pleasure speaking to you because you have to rush quickly into now we are gauging the space, conducting more of this exercise, and definitely we'll touch base with you another time for more insights and perspectives. Many thanks indeed for your time, Prof.
No problem at all. It's my pleasure.
Good one.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Great, guys. So we've just been speaking to Professor Thaddeus P. Olsen. He's a Ghanaian, specialist in the United States. Oh, Ghana, a Dr. Fwa. One of my pabini yi pa wa America anymore. Me pape kahubi pa. Yes. Folks, me be call short break, but before me call break, yen shannon so pape Prof. Thaddeus wa wire sem nini mama. One, it should not take us more than days. And say a day and days. Exercise way to be done. Two, you bet me so iron say DNA test, you bet me ama. 2 laboratories, all right? 2 labs, okay? I conduct it for the purposes of ni and now be say, okay, we are there, now see there, now, you results benny benya. I feel they're saying here, biome, and they say, see, you be say, ya na a consistent do about DNA or say, DNA, the end, see a consistent if you get 3 years near about, no. Would see their profit can not just say $200 a saying. And the crowd dollar near saying, dollar near say 11 or so. President Mahama, it may keep you dollar fantastic. It is 11 in poor. $200 betting. I'm not quite sure say 30,000 Ghana cedis great bid. So, any pay me a new Nigerian man, Mr. Chukwudi Jude, sister Abba Gifty or Germany. He believes an agree. So, Omano 8 years. Now, you settle sa aspect and also. Messisia no bibia atoto din say. A very easy say see it to me ASR DNA test way. Now, Professor Thaddeus Edin Komono. What church and Yama be brain so ebe very easy a benya edako lab ho acquire sa exercise way. So Iranum quite so NSCano yemfa ye be rura exercise nimo anase saying and no be jina say although the Nigerian man has agreed yema meneso ajatum integral rules no best set me the akọ be kosen folks aha na asem no eno na earlier me catch us say enye so much easy say we'll be broadcasting what must be done as far as the processes leading to the DNA. The only time you bet me aka ho asem is when the both ground rules near best set to say who meet and condition yes you meet condition na wo mo fa test and top no so na and you bet me the results no aba folks my main short break me ba then the second edition of the Frontline show. I told you barely 24 hours the Frontline has come under some barrage of attacks following the Frontline impending expose in the body of Christ, the major expose in the body of Christ, soon to hit your screens next year. And that a man of God be doing APA ubiano say yen ya bossa man of God ni din wa henti on tiasie yi nti kwan bi aso no si yenim na nadwi sa man of God ni sudi pia and the ojata na no mo de ba say na me be ko break no me din kan say me to eton omra edia ode man no see a friend no Foster, and I know by this time he together with his unscrupulous rascals and ragamuffins and scavengers bana omo hwe show we and ye guso tonkra from say womumra so omo ye mema ehwa ewo mase a omo de omumra ye de ye mpani gididi bia still time no wo mu afine 30 minutes gone past the hour 9 still every wo mu afine and now na dream see a last show for the week tie so omumra na assembly a wo no omumra meka say to trasem so mpese omo ba ebeye nso a omumra na they should be mindful woman kasa together with the cell that man of God who say why no omo ba me dey kwaku. It doesn't matter, I know you, I don't know. We do this on the acts of provocation and self-defense. But I promise them, don't leave this place alive. Because some of you men of God be on memoir. My gaining the notoriety say, Mudia, say come say ya pam number 2 car. Then you are entering into broadcasting media houses, broadcasting studios. Because kweku, I am a witness to that. Many of you know. Na me kweku, I swear God, me mini studio, and I'm a premise in Bekoso trouble now. You do me, I'll waste you here. Me waste you. Let me have my pointed camera now so for the world to know that your stupidity and I'm where we say, my bodam. It doesn't make sense to me, kweku. I say when we talk about politicians, and you've been here, King. How many days, weeks, months are we not speaking about some personalities like this Nigerian man? How many times any politicians in WhatsApp you will not you will not talk about politicians who, and then politicians politician me stand to be corrected though. One head of a politician was Ghana, NPP, NDC. I don't remember. Either say box each other, I was still that one I've heard of. But Paul said a journalist is talking about a politician. Then right there, the politician drives his car together with what? His what? Tax. No more rest studio. So mo kwa boot journalist no so mo kwa ede na wo mo balance so wo mo do what? Wo ma ko ransack studio ebubu studio equipment. I can defend Ghanaian politicians. I've not heard this before. But at least I'm a living testimony to it. It happens right on my face. A man of God came into my studios at the time when I was on radio. And the last time I catch him, so Munko YouTube, Kwekuana versus who this man of God came to the studio to break studio equipment. All right? And when animals and cocoons can decide to go at the defense of some men of God, and they will follow, those men of God will follow the tracks and come to the studio and indeed come and cause trouble. And I said, no way, that thing is gone. And I'm not waiting for a man of God or a politician to start. You come. You don't yame. A bit foul say rapture. What bodamwa? A bit foul say rapture. What? It will not make sense to me. Say, you the man of God, telling me you are preaching a paragon of virtue, and you cannot come with that clean hands. Like seriously, what makes you feel like that? We're a man of God. The politicians are always and at all times on the what? We are speaking about them. And who is a man of God? And men of God who are engaging in talks, ready to what? To destroy journalists. How? As I say, my main short break me back will unveil all about the threat and what there is to it. Stick and stay. This is the Frontline, of course, special edition. I'll be right back. Great folks. Welcome back to the Frontline, of course, Ghana Speaks Extension. Now, before Mamenya birthday week, quick. Mamenya birthday week. This one is coming from my one and only brother, Ruben Keke. Of course, today being 3rd of December 2025, your birthday. Monfa, the pictures in English screen is right there on the screen. Very handsome man. That's my brother. Yes. Ruben Keke is celebrating his birthday. Of course, today being 3rd of December. What I mean, Keke, what do I have for you? This birthday is for me, Kweku Anan, and the entire Frontline crew. And we are saying that may the good Lord continue to protect you, guide you, lift you up, shape you, and guide you from the very foundation of your feet, all up to that of your head. May the Lord continue to shower you and protect you so much. Ruben, meaning say, oh, mantam, show waiting. When I mean shout, baby, I want to mean to be infantuja. I wish I could do that, but I mean to be infantuja. Yes. Me pa no. If any Ruben Keke, I ain't me say Yankopon on your kese na unshirao na bibia so enye kama ema wate na ye nshira ema webusia. Okay, so that's my brother from another mother, Ruben Keke, and all celebrating a birthday. All right, so the next on the bill, and so my sweethearty, yes. Precious na ado, and we more Prudential Insurance. Precious na ado is a Prudential Insurance right there on the screen. Of course, now celebrates a birthday today, 3rd December 2025. Now, this is also coming from me to you. Like one of those analysis video. We say what? I say, this is from me to you. Yes. It's my wish that this your birthday today being 3rd of December. May the very good Lord continue to shower you right from the crown of your hair all down to your feet. And may you grow from grace to grace. Become the very mother of your choice, and unto your family and unto all and humanity. May the good Lord guide, protect you. Nyame okasipi na birthday we minimize na we mini pa enti me say I say yes we be na ma. So what I say, so you together with Prudential Insurance for you will show a happy birthday to you, precious now, and the Lord guide you and protect you all through your endeavors. Amen. December there, a joy and just say, your day is celebrating maybe be a year. Come on. Folks, by the way, let me greet my another brother who is also very angry out there. Hey, Director of Operations, Eno Kofi Ejiri. Yes, sir. I salute you. My other brother be on social media near rough face mask. Kind of message say KK face mask where you are can be used. SHIT. It can be used by the hard me ko campaign gas and kumanu de bi aneme ye. Or say we will pay for bad boys to come after these bad pastors. No, face mask. We can't do that to them. Woman almost smart. Any pa mama bahadia ye yen kasa nti the woman person mu ye bia no let them go ahead and do it. You know, ya ready so high here then ye twen woman pa ye ewa ha. Nti so mo ba dia. Okay, let me read one or two messages. Prince Daniel say good job. You are the best. Hey, Konfo, I guess so. Yes. Prince Daniel was Spain. He's one of my great guys, a brother, a friend. Let me see this one. So say, ask for the DNA test. If Chukudi Jude likes it or yes, he will do it. Guys, please connect my phone to me. Quick. Mofa, we nimrani and shadia. James Akoshi say Ghana have a good journalist, Mr. Kwekwanan. Okay, we so say what's the name? Robert Ocho. Okay, Brakweku Anan. Franklin, I say frankly speaking, I have followed you right from net 2 till date. In fact, this Christmas, if you dash me 10 cows, cry, I no go agree. Hey. Yeah, are you listening? When you need to say, is it moments or sort of Leku Susu? Yes, that is me. Yes. Leku Susu. Roberts Etwas was saying no amount of threat that would make to stop the upcoming holy expose. Wow, take my keys, bro. You are the one. You are. Yes, Sparkles will say, Lekusu, more power to you. We need more journalists like you in Ghana. Quick one. All right. Of course, oh, is it Monica I'm reading here? Yeah, Monica. I said, hi, Kweku. Hey, Monica, how are you doing? Okay. Drake Green. I said, all the fake men of God have bodyguards. It's true. Of your, hey, my brother, Darlington, or Germany. Darlington, Germany is saying, I hope to be here, Kokama, and you have to come. You cry, so up here show is Darlington, you and I know. Yes. Most of your body friends and your pastors, prophets, and bodyguard. It's on me minimum. Okay. Well, say when I was growing up in the 70s, all pastors, including bishops, walk around freely without bodyguards. But why do they get bodyguards today? They are offending people in recent times. Greedy. Okay. So Kweku. Oh, okay. I can't wait now. Wait, so say, yeah, DNA. I can't wait to hear the result. 99 plus 99%. Different places or countries will wait the truth. Chukudi, be ready. Lekusi. We'll say, send it to America for right and truth. My viewers, sometimes you can. I love the hilarious, all right? And then last show, and then see I say weekend. Say, you ever say weekend me until we're bad. What I say? I was say, please don't let the guys temper with the DNA. Nobody will temper with it. Good one. Richard, Anna, is it Rich? Sometimes say, good job, Kweku. Okay, Lekusu, December 13th, my birthday. Don't forget. December. Okay. Okay. Mami, the patriotic song na menya de BCC a. Quick, MC, give me the patriotic song. Na menya de quick one shortly. My main last message was say, oh, Sparkle 725. Or say Lekusu. December 13th is my birthday. Don't forget to shout out to me with all the blessings. Okay, Sparkle, you need to give me your pictures. You can send the pictures to the Frontline number, which is on the screen, or of course, your number will screen it. So, 020-297-3461. What do WhatsApp message in the phone making canina the amount. We also say good evening, big brother. I need your contact to send you some hot information. May God continue to protect you. Oh, really? Okay. Hey, yeah, they be some way may count. You are being accused of not going through your messages. Anyway, we shall say, KK, my brother also passed away. Sad news. Oh, really? Oh, my condolences to you. Okay, and okay, my main show will say, I suspect something. No, I say a coward like him, Kweku, it is his pastor who might have contacted him to intimidate you. A fool like him, he needs a man's surgery. Quick and charlatans, claiming to be men and women of God. Apu, Kweku, I suspect something. The man who called might also be a pastor who intentionally called you to intimidate. So you would be compelled to comment and zero in on that so-called man of God. It could also be a prank. Pastors of late are seeking the downfall of their fellow men of God. So may he, the caller, might not be in good terms with the pastor you have captured in your expose. A way of compelling you to vent your anger and run a dispassionate commentary on that pastor. Message we would number. Patrol dini ba anche bebo ame pa. The work on as Matthias na o de yadibi. Let me see this. I say people now go to church with guns in Nigeria. I'm not getting it well. Okay. You know why? Okay. Let me check this one. Hello, Kwekwanan. The budget speech has become. Oh, actually, this one is. Hello, Kwekwa. I want to express my unwavering support for you. Your voice matters and your message is needed. Don't let the threats intimidate you. You are speaking truth to power and unethical individuals. And that's what matters. Please, my Kwekwanan, keep shining your light. You are covered. Hey, my beloved brother. Echo, Thomas. Echo, hooray. It's my brother. Echo Thomas. I was just looking. Echo, and they make no message. Achero, near me. Some no doors. Echo, fetch him. Anyway, guys, time now cano. My friend Yadi because videos were memorable. Tonight, we want to inform our listeners and viewers who are eagerly anticipating next year's expose within the body of Christ of a disturbing development. There is an attack quietly being orchestrated behind the scenes by certain religious fanatics who are clearly unsettled and unhappy about the forthcoming revelations. Dia yebetimi aka ne say sa expose ya yebe next year yebetimi assettle say enye nipa bi de, particularly those in the body of Christ enye omode na ama bebre no ano etu mobia. We believe that this is very unholy. Yesterday, between the hours of 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., I received a call from a man who identified himself as Foster. He asked if I was the one confirmed that yes, I am. He immediately launched into a barrage of insults and threats. He warned that if I ever mentioned the name of his man of God again, I would be severely dealt with. He went further to dare me, saying that if I tried to challenge him by mentioning his what? His pastor's name in today's edition of the Frontline, I will see what would come over. I will see what he would come over to do to me. And Ranadro and that says, Ray or Fred, you audio no. In fact, only in common we can catch him say, na or she share a frame or WhatsApp line, but or she share with whom you WhatsApp. Today so frame me a normal call. But may I say we've captured the voice. Those who know me say kweku aha men capture was say. O frame WhatsApps now be threatening me o frame or normal call both I'll capture you. Now o frame no obi say kweku na me ne ka say na me say wo ne hwan. Ebra me try say me say wo ne hwan because wo na ma na enemy phone so. Na ye kasa na abrante be kasa on kasa no. Straight me who say we caught into straight up attack. The attempt the na sem ne say ya bone sofo bi din wa ha and that say ye njai sa sofo ni din ebo including enana duwe see ye nim me ye boss e din na de be si e wo CTV ha no enya asem papa e mame to the extent so say me tin e hwi ni so nti ene ade minim ko be fa so say ana no wo ka chem ni na wo audio no okeke bia o e kan say o hata nenum bia gwa nenum bia fine ni na no na me kire ne say onya abotre I was trying to calm him down ore yin ready just say gidi di atem so do obedi dia na me atem no wudi me ana ekwekwe me enka me shoe enka tare enka me hwe but the run at the latter part no ebe you know who enya na easy sir me di japadi chi ma no oho na pam call na cut here and he disappeared. And like I'm saying, I attempted to engage him calmly and understand his concerns. He became even more aggressive, shouting and insulting throughout the call. He eventually mentioned the name of his man of God. Afi en komonumuano try ya say ni bisa ne say na nyankopon ni pakuna wo say ye ne say no oya hwanya on person obebodi but eventually he mentioned the name. And folks, the name he mentioned here o say den eja bempa edin obo ma me no. Yeah, it's in the audio. O say eja bempa ene ye di ni din edi agro hasi. God. Right there obodino then the call abruptly ended and he disappeared. Now let me place this on record. I have personally know of 3 individuals in this country bearing the name Bempa. Ghana for Afimuntie. 1 is a politician and 2 are in the ministry of Christ. Period. Ghana had a minim se Bempa dino a din bebre ebi went to the sports ebi went to all sorts of but kweku amete minim 3 Bempesa I not that I minim 2 womo the ministry of Christ womo ye nyamedwuma ena ye wo Bempa nso a Kofi Owusu Bempa ono so ye politician kan na wo Ghana gas and I know said there are more Bempes out there. I know of 1 Bempa also or sports. Now, knowing the 2 of the Bempes who are in the ministry, no, I don't know which of them, who of the 2 Bempes are all, but the code name be Ebeka Dinu say Eja Bempa makes me alarm. Say, who is this Eja Bempa? Is he talking about Eja Bempa we know as Isaac Owusu Bempa, and now he's referring to the other Bempa that we know because one for first name number. So at this time, it's pretty difficult for me. But let's go on. Indeed, the most interesting part of this entire drama is this. From the very beginning of our build-up toward next year's expose, not once have we on this platform mentioned any of those names in any context whatsoever, not even in reference, not in relation to their religious activities. No. And we state this on authority and categorical. The American Nasi Channel say, Edina Papa Beboy say, Bempano, Ekrampono, and much as Kweku, I know 2 Bempes in the ministry. No. I must again state on this platform, say, not any time you share build up nasiwo if you have my boss ID ni kwa if you have. Even though asofu be imabobo asofu 1 2 3 BD. Anyway, let me ask you guys, including that animal, what the heck is your man of God? Me kwekwa kuna miti mean to me more man of God. What body damn? What yare, including those men of God themselves, will tell me I cannot mention their name. The farthest they can go, wherever they can go to court. Now, mommy, open up, mama. You can go to court. You can go to the Hague, anywhere underground, and I dare you, I'll mention your name. Oh, Bodamwate, what yare who with him upwards? Me most house of two men of God me within P higher. But then again, fundamentally, me bisao. A deben and a betchi, a deben and a bet prohibited say, woman of God, no, kweku anana metea mi boni dia as a sebe woso. What damn, you are silly, and let those men so be and sponsor, and I'll not hold anything against them because me kweku maintain will be annoyed. So I am being careful, say, men draw or soft be a D. Di or the ban, chan will audio num say jabempa. But the point is, say you no cannot say for sure, and I cannot state on authority. Therefore, it cannot be say ye drag you be diabim, say ni panasemwa. But let it be. I'm moving one step ahead. Let it be and let them dare. Let any man of God tonight. I am stating on authority. Let any man of God from the apex of your fathers to the lowest of the class, let them dare. Now we hear the ABC Ghana. Oh, bodam. That's it. If I sit here in my 20-something years in my journalistic career, I have served this nation. I have paid my dues. The politicians are paying their dues. The men of God are paying their dues. I ask you a question. What will become a travesty and miscarriage of justice, to say the least, that we talk about a man of God, and that man of God, silly goddamn ass, or no so on Tiasia, or no best man attacks or mumra studio has said, Womumra Meden, MFIT when I swear I will kill you. May kind of play na tramo. The Ghana police are listening and watching. I will murder you coldly here as an act of provocation and self-defense. Try and see. I can't tramo. Me friend, enye na anu no biomo. Enye na anu na mo bedi mu nkwasi asem e wo studio na ye de cha mu no. Sao software me ken. Oba mi studio. Was my radio days. Ofa ne hu die. E de ba asem. Na asem ne zen. Ani o. Pani ye ka asem a o say ena den asem bi wo ho na se boss wa Ghana be wo so wo kwaku na. O wie ya o say ya meti hey a wo hwe mi meti me konso enim o se meti ama we twa hwe onwo mo nkwasi akeka na bi nie mo beti me yes with those journalists na dey be mo hwokwa me enye me kwaku akona meti a abodam me kan wie ya akoy we zi dey on dia say oh before my eyes na the whole studio equipment na meti wo say na me hwe ni din. I was just watching him. And Ghanaians mo beti me akọ social media call YouTube Edaho Kwekwana versus who the man of God. Oni Kwekwana Bekun was still Edaho. I don't want to dignify them. Oh, Jare, I've been very close to some of these guys. But I know sometimes I feel say, yeah, so me ni papa, woman me to me na ye juma na say they just came purposely for and they be American. Asophobia have. The only time their God will speak is because we are in 31st. Animals, 31st, no nyankopon or the okasa abodam for you workers of iniquities and foolish Galatians. The only time ne nyankopon be ye adwuma no ne ye kwakoto aba animals and you want me to keep quiet. How dare you? Try and see. I waste your flesh here in this country. Try and see. Abodamwa politicians no control. Listen, here. Two people are destroying this nation. The politicians and our men of God. Some of you. Whilst the politicians are luring and looting our money, then the men of God are also them. Sarcastically, covertly, hypnotizing, falsification, and luring the people on one side and taking our money. The common denominator is you and I sitting in the church. You can go and inform us and yamasem. Those who want to know the truth will know. Now, who man of God who will say, "A choir will fast with you with Jumana." Would you see? Now we are helicopter. A question for me. Shall you see or memoir of days? Then unscrupulous rogues, rascals and ragamuffins. No man sorry about. This was where I me first sent President Mahama. You will do one thing. We need to pass a decree whereby all of these rogues, JHS could be brain. Namo crash on free horse. Paul Kagame will continue to be right. And then Untimin could this on phone Rwanda ho. Wakio some mischief, some foolishness nefri ho. And on a Ghana yentimino, you have opened the floodgate, the space for any Dick and Tom and Harry, Kurasini, Kurasifo, and Kurasifo, Wamukra and Nim de quotation crown, Wamunko TB or Bible, yet Wumuja, but because the politicians continue to take advantage of them. Wamu Shamon Comno, Wamu Repe, no Moba, Namosama baby Atana, Entina, Masofoni Bibre, Aflade Ghana, Dinkwasiasem, like the other guy called Roger. Roger, any software ni audio be leak. I'm sure some money be. Odin Koma. Omo chira say, Anio, asofo na cho mumumie no. And MPP candidates contest here, flag bearer contest here be. Oma cho mumumie no. Omo e hye nkoma ha, na omo so e hye nkoma. Ema we no. Animals. You rogues a mwasefo munim nyansa. And you want to I'm visit nkwa. Hey, we do ya physically, spiritually, I'm ready. Ready. Opa mo fan fat atmosphere or the surface or belly of the senior radio. So we bet ada. Next we bet ada. We say me drum what they try na kwekwana drum. Me so they try. Try na there will be the biggest news Ghanaians haven't heard before. When you do best news, try. Oh bodam. Now show. Indeed, the most interesting part of this entire drama, and I'm a catcher says up Nipo will cry. Nippon or dini di ba na krame me mo dini da. But folks, let me say something tonight to some of these religious fanatics, rascals, rats, ragamuffins, lunatics, scavengers, got nothing, and self-appointed defenders of men of God. We urge you, but firmly, to ask, stay away from this platform. The Frontline, as we prepare for next year's major expose. Tonight, we issue this warning clearly. And to any man of God out there, if your ministry is mentioned or caught in the crossfire of this investigative expose, you are at fully liberty to come forward. Our platform is open and our doors are wide for you to explain clearly or challenge you believe has been reported wrongly about your church. We remain fair, open, and committed to the truth. The ambassador Makacha say expose any the beba. But so we did expose. That's one time person member will be any. But yeah, dear. But so we did be pure expose anymore. The American shop because none will be say yeah. Me body will be a semi bobiama. We called, nobody came. But tonight, me see Sisibioma, I'm a Matthias and next year number. We did Pierre, my doors are open. Utimi ba, Kweku, Asama Wakan, Mentias and Besemi Benambi one. Come, me in Brazil, come. Untimi ma, ubetimi a press conference. Untimi a press conference, ubetimi issue rejoinder. Untimi a rejoinder, ubetimi a press release. Men can't shed that, ni yama become a Ghana for you. Nefi, ya interrogate you well. Finally, we issue this to any man of God out there. Be very careful and desist from any unholy, unrighteousness conduct, and do not, under any circumstance, dispatch fanatics or followers to this station to cause trouble. No. And let it be known clearly that CTV is a lawful institution. Anyone who attempts to storm our premises, disrupt our work, or intimidate our team will not leave this premises alive. And I need to state that strongly. Yeah. We also for now dispatch fanatics via some I can only assure you that those fanatics will not leave my premises here alive. Me can end at all. I'm down come baby that even will be waha. Ninya me am pat and I catch them earlier. Me rested your ha. The whole radius within a certain radius is covered. Me dunya me wasun the bear shaker. Can you say oh ba no why you're well at all? Me I don't. Those who know me know me. Never I'll drive whichever car I want to drive that quick. Who a bodyguard to me? Your car can minimum the quantity for bodyguard. How? Why? My obi money. Services to God and country. So why? And I mean, who so be to me came. I hardly would take people in my car. I drive and I move alone and I do my things. Minimum why? And because of that, also who be chasing me? Who they dimity? Opa follow me with motorbike or a car. Come. Problem. Now, finally, we will not stand for any intimidation. And I'm to say, when you enter the premises, I can assure you, you will not leave the premises alive. We will not tolerate any harassment, coercion, or interference of any kind. We state this firmly and without equivocation. The Frontline, the Frontline will not, cannot, and any form of intimidation or threat. Nobody, listen for the last, nobody can what? Stop us. Only God can stop us. Upa ye bishop of whatever. When now you're the archbishop or what, I don't give a heck of you. You can, nobody can stop us. Only God can stop us. Folks, and see, moon taking notes. And to who say ni panwa, o see yasmano. Was so for our kind of body dinner. What's the offend Eja Bempa? I don't know which of Eja Bempa, but they didn't know my bono. If Eja Bempa kuno ye na de papa, Ghana funinim. Say Eja Bempa kuno onya de papa, Ghana funinim. What bodam? Yet your memoir, I saw for me bejina memoir. Some of them they came even on my platform. Me show mudin and kweku. I got so many enemies onto myself. Today, people still believe say yeah, me omu enemies for want of what? I gave some of them space. Come, do your preaching. No, they are saying ya betumas as a mini who marching. You crow mayemu. Yet your memu also forbid me left in sa any nano edu 2 bedrooms a day. John Dramani Mahama is carrying the bank coffin Funaka. Alright? Meme platform sinners had any CEO. Or say John Dramani Mahama as Funaka. At the 11th hour, that same man of God, no Jina, the other side, preaching. John Muhammad Ebediadia. Mean to me who Yankopon Ben Chrono or Cancer Assembly. And who is that God? I don't know. And in Ampromosi Yama Kwamani Nayade and Messin and go on my room. Yes, our own. Folks, now we are. You got the nerves. You rascal rogue. A destitute ragamuffin. A scavenger. A despicable fellow. You got the nerves to call my phone. So who is them what I make police? Me call police. Many times I make police. I take it easy myself, and we are doing something. And to the oneness of God, Samuya Mema, Mese, Moya Mema, come. Now here dear Bessie. Sana Munquasia some way, or a police pennyway, or chill. Yamen Quanches also for no, and to woo, see a kuno, see a yedding. It took me with Panamite, send my big defender, say, and yes, I see, you know, when some fool been on the same here. Now, folks, I remember 1 or 2 videos Vinefi, Yenfa, and Trilhose. Now, tonight, we turn our attention to the troubling rise of religious deception. Of course, a phenomenon that has characterized the Christian church for far too long continues to mislead, manipulate, and drive countless believers around the world into a state of what? Spiritual confusion. Yakikan someone may say, Nipa be confused. You intimi which one that we should follow, and also for ways to say, as part of the Frontline's build-up to its upcoming expose next year, the workers of iniquity tonight will take a closer look at the works of King James, the monarch under whose authority the King James version of the Bible was what produced and what revisit the defining what moment of his life and legacy. Mohun se muntimi nka na kran kire Ghana fo. Bible na wo kan wo na wo kyerɛ. Asofo am wo wiase ha. Maka Bible no masam akan. Da ben na mo beka mo ho asem. Bibizamo lunatics da ben Bible na go na wo kyerɛ. Ɛyɛ wo ho asem. Na wo dey were he. When they were writing the Bible, where were you? Go and ask your man of God. Na hwɛ Bible na wakane baby a wo match wo si King James. King James no mabona asem bi akyerɛ mo pen. Anadwem de part 2 bro. Na hwɛ King James no ye hwan ya. King James no or translate King James version of Bible no ye nipa ben ya. Ne bobia net saying who ne legacy is saying ti na bakwasam na fe kwa adwendwem. Take a lesson.
King James is the one that translated the Bible from Latin to English so that everybody could know it. But did he have a secret agenda by doing so? Can you trust this guy? This is King James VI, son of Mary, Queen of Scots. And he was kind of a crappy son. Let me explain. James achieved his lifetime ambition when Queen Elizabeth I died and he inherited the throne of England. He was only allowed to do this by granting permission to his aunt to keep his mother incarcerated and ultimately beheaded. If you haven't watched the TV series Reign, that gives you more or less an idea what happened, you should. This, King James, is Mary, Queen of Scots' son. He plots with his aunt, Queen Elizabeth I, and says, you know what, keep my mom incarcerated, behead her, and then I will come in and be your heir. And so they did. He was also an expert in demonology and the occult. Keep this in mind. The whispered consensus is that King James wrote demonology in response to skeptical publications such as Reginald Scott's The Discovery of Witchcraft. Demonology included a study of demonology and the methods demons used to bother troubled men. Here comes the good part. It was known or rumored that he was very promiscuous with men. First Duke of Buckingham was said to be his boyfriend. And the reason I'm showing you this is because this is the guy that translated the Bible from Latin and English for everyone. He wasn't very Catholic. Don't forget the demonology books. So, you got one sin over another. In 1604, England's King James I authorized a new translation of the Bible aimed at settling some thorny religious differences in his kingdom. While demonology was intended to convince skeptics of the reality of witchcraft, which the Bible tells you not to, so you see where I'm going with this? So the guy that created the book on demons, the guy that translated the Bible for you, the guy that was promiscuous with men, the guy that had his mom beheaded to take her throne. These are the rumored affairs he had. George, the Duke of Buckingham, Robert Carr, the Earl of Somerset, May Stuart, his own cousin, with his aunt did a coup against his mom and they both stole her inheritance. She was the legitimate heir, technically. Elizabeth I was the daughter of Anne Boleyn, and technically, she wasn't supposed to even, she was illegitimate. She wasn't even supposed to be the queen. So this great guy is the one that translated the Bible for you. You don't think he did it intentionally to twist things around, seeing his passion for the occult and demonology? I mean, food for thought. It is a huge possibility. It could be. This is why I look back in ancient scriptures that go way before the Bible to figure out what happened. So much trust in him, I don't understand why. He wasn't a good guy. Just look at what he did to his
Great. Davi we King James. We sa asofo eni bebre no kra no history omu nim. Eno answer of King James no mo kenkan akeke. Hwe the ono translate King James in ma one way homosexual. He has the love and passion and affectionate for what? Men. Yet oh, he married 3 wives. But his desire was to sleep with men. The most abominable thing. And yet, they allowed him to translate the King James Version Bible. And your men of God have been reading it so gladly. Let us once again take a walk into history to uncover what truly happened to the missionaries who journeyed through the corridors of Africa to spread the gospel. Christianity rolled to the corridors of Africa 15 centuries ago with their sea safaris. Most of 90 they know to nothing. The minimum say one betini akasa no wa the voice ni bibi hu bisa no kasa one hear my voice ni in a way psychologically to hypnotize the people. Na yom te say the munim nyame asema ama ya mwasefo munim hwe so nkurasefo munim hwe eno munya o madin so besua de no eno no it is written nyame akasa kuraseni. Come on, munya babu no to no monkoya de papa bi. Wo de December 31st ye be hwe mo amode mon commission beba. Ne abetra his screen munya. The missionaries in the Bible dey no be. Listen to this.
1828 Abrofon Suma the Basel missionaries so Mumbra Ghana and spreading the word of Christ and establishing churches in Ghana. And so Fofia and Twata and a malaria kum o munyina. Later 1832 no mo sa soma Andrew Mills and doctors mienu se wo mo somra embe to adwuma ne so wo mo su bedu ye na malaria kum a doctor fo mienu. Ordinary traditional healer ne tumi sa ama ne yare ma ne tumi establish the first ever church in Ghana. The odi Christo somba wo nananom asase sumpo no o yare Christ antumi ansevu no ma wo nananom ene tumi gye won kwa enso no ko bibini yare a na wato ne nyansa atwene akotena saa nkofo wiemu na asese wo mu wo bibi papa bi de ma no daachi.
We're not saying, oh, come fast on by. You read the crown, you ask me a sign share one. My memo, last but one, another funny, very funny, and cheap and laughable twist. A self-styled man of God here in Ghana is out there prophesying that he has seen Ghanaians clad in red, protesting across and calling on President John Dramani Mahama to consider a third term. Show. When we say Jimmy foolishness prophecy, it be na maybe actually. No will be saying to wait a prophecy na. As a man worker, listen to him.
Mon share message we ma John Dramani Mahama. Mon share message we from NTF nyina. Share video we na enkoto John Dramani Mahama ni. Share video we from ma atofosem. Share video we from ma jena na opoku agyeman. Share video we ma NDC ni dia. Na mon kan kira Mr. President say me Prophet Dr. Powerman. Na woni say Ghana for asore asya kokko. Every Kodan Abu Muti demonstration against the president. Now, when they say, Omo, the Kodan Abu Muti, now Omo, check the whole Ghana. On my region, there demonstration. Says the president and sign and quarter and the embassy of Ghana and President Awoshamia. Ghana for is great one. On my sign at the old trap for 10. Whether you like it or not, Ghana for sign woman. Yes, because when we Ghana for now with Changu, no one will ever power. Sunday one they catch them. And the president, Saupo, Ghana for sign here for 10 Sana and that soon soon.
Nidino crop boy and grammar refi. Or see the did say. Or it power day, power bank. I don't know, say a power bank. Where's where I bought down for straight up. Some of them, wait, he's a lunatic, wait, or he has psychiatric observation. I tell you guys, many of your so-called men calling themselves God, wait, or he has psychiatric observation. Is this a prophecy? No. For John Dramani Mahama to decide Sobeko third term an accident, is this a prophecy? When already within the circles of the NDP, within the Ghanaian society, and where there are snippets of information say, oh, John Mahama anhwe na wakọ 10 ene na sefo nti Ghana ni be na on taste asem we. And by the way, may I say, Mr. President John Mahama, would you consider that? Would you try it? I beg, don't. Mr. President, with respect, don't try for third time. I know, I am sitting on that bunch of that information. Say, enipe bi nyaya, che John Dramani Mahama nko third term. Then we bet me possible Ghana. Nti wo be esi siasam nkom share ti say esi siasam o today mpechi sam we na wabokala about the color and we join nefu aye bem and we si we didie nko a odidie edidie ni medie and wo munim edidie ni medie edwedwentifo na mo tell me mu ha ni Jimmy asemoma na nzezi ade me hu say President Mahama we shaping your makakra. Because no more ya from John Mahama say prekope mentiasie folks be mu be si ha na mo was say me sorry so ade oba so ba wo anyway folks me mu here. This of course has been the Frontline show, the very last show of the week. Meba Monday nyame yad me be a Friday, yes. Editors special so the video bi be shema ma wa be respite what you say and me ade but enu ni ntino show we am my at the YouTube no so mu bia kwaku repeated no he no ahanti said the other way at the end repeated no ubenya wo no social media no so na obi kan social medias YouTube where the ho we am here the ho kona kohwe ukohwe amenya akwadro, give it to a friend, give it to a brother, give it to a sister, okay? Then yoma enye fefe kama emfema Monday ye there some kese bi ba assemble. You can only gauge the space on Monday. Let me guess for a babetra near be din common maniama IFFF na I come so I what's it I great gas na bomb chim of course Ruby X sorry Echo Bismarck Echo Production online editor Kings, then my man Joshua and then the indefatigable executive producer Yaba 10 the knobs come then the two guys out there Kofi Ansa, Director of Research, Enoch Kofi Ejiri, soon to become a Paramount Chief. And am I right, Kofi? God. And they did production, bro. May sorry see, folks. Program will be to me throughout the week at the Iden, at the Ashesed and Yomabeko. By the way, the DNA test between the two protagonists of this Nigerian style, Nigerian man, and our sister Abba Gifty, and also Dapnosa Yebeshe. How Yebama and Yoma Kona will definitely finish you all there is to it. My name still remains Kweku Anan, your investigative journalist, the host of the Frontline show. I'll come your way same time, Monday, 8:05 p.m. Stay out of trouble and let's see how Ghana will be protected by the wings of God. Bye for now.